Hello students, welcome back to EduMust channel. So in the last class we have started with the nutrition in plants and we have seen the various steps involved, how the plants prepare their own food, isn't it? So today we will be learning about nutrition in animals. So you know very well, animals are all of different kind. So they have different type of nutrition system involved in them, isn't it? So today we are going to learn about amoeba. You know what is amoeba? Amoeba is a unicellular organism which has only single cell. It does not have any organs like us, isn't it? And after this we are going to learn about the nutrition in human beings. Now I have taken these two topics to show you that how a unicellular organisms take their food and absorb, and whereas how the human beings take the nutrition and get digested. Now this digestion actually involves the same steps that we have learned in the last, that is IDAAE, that is ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation and egestion. Although it is a unicellular organism, it also involves all those 5 processes. फिर भी उनके शरीर में हमारे जैसे ऑर्गन्स नहीं हैं, फिर भी वो पांचों स्टेप्स को इन्वॉल्व करते हैं, like how the human beings do. Okay, now this holozoic nutrition that we have seen, it is nothing else but the solid food or the complex food that we take in, and it has to be broken down into smaller pieces and then get absorbed. तो डायरेक्टली हम जो खाना खाते हैं ऐसे ही जाके हमारे शरीर में नहीं घुसता है या तो फिर सेल में जाके काम नहीं करता है. उसको जो बड़ा प्रोडक्ट रहता है, जैसे कॉम्प्लेक्स फूड मटेरियल रहता है, उसको भाग से कॉम्प्लेक्स से छोटे भागों में होना चाहिए. फिर उसके बाद में जाकर हमारा डाइजेशन शुरू होता है. डाइजेशन होने के बाद में फिर हमारे सेल्स में जाके अपना काम करते हैं. सो लेट्स सी फर्स्ट हाउ डज द यूनिसेलुलर ऑर्गेनिज्म दैट इज अमीबा take its nutrition. So here nutrition in amoeba. So the first process that we are going to learn in the nutrition, that is about the ingestion. So I have said you what is the meaning of ingestion, to take in the food. So what is amoeba is going to do here? Amoeba is also going to take its food through its body. Okay, here amoeba does not have mouth that it can consume the food like us. Its body automatically changes the shape and tries to grab the food what it sees. So when it is changing the shape of the body, that becomes like a feet, that is called as pseudopodia. Pseudopodia का मतलब होता है यहाँ पे false feet, जो कभी भी कहाँ पर भी खाना देखते हैं तो उसको अपने बॉडी को कन्वर्ट कर देते हैं. ओके, देन द फूड इज एंटरिंग इनसाइड, सो दैट इज ingestion, taking in of the food. So next step is digestion. डाइजेशन में क्या होता है, जब एक बार खाना अंदर चला जाता है, सो देर इज अ फूड वैक्यूल प्रेजेंट इन द अमीबा. सो फूड वैक्यूल टेक्स दैट फूड इनसाइड एंड ट्राइज टू ब्रेक इनटू द स्मॉलर पीसेस. सो हियर द वैक्यूल इज हैविंग अ स्पेशल काइंड ऑफ एंजाइम दैट ट्राइज टू ब्रेक द फूड completely. Okay, then it can be used by the amoeba here. The next is absorption. Absorption में क्या होता है, अभी न्यूट्रिशन ब्रेक हुए हैं तो उसके होने के बाद में क्या होता है, इट इज कमिंग आउट ऑफ द वैक्यूल. सो दोज न्यूट्रिएंट्स कम बैक और कम आउट थ्रू द वैक्यूल and tries to spread out throughout the amoeba here. Here amoeba is not having any blood streams that can take the food and reaches to every part of the cell. So here what it is doing, it just spreads out. It is not having any particular organ that can carry the nutrients to the body. The next step is assimilation. तो assimilation में क्या होता है, यहाँ पे एनर्जी जो प्रोड्यूस होता है वो रेस्पिरेशन से प्रोड्यूस होता है. तो यहाँ पे क्या होता है, इट हेल्प्स द अमीबा टू ग्रो. तो फूड क्या करता है, यहाँ पे स्प्रेड होकर पूरे बॉडी में अमीबा को ग्रो करता है. सो अमीबा स्टार्ट्स ग्रोइंग इन द साइज. ओके, एंड द लास्ट स्टेप दैट इज इजेशन. इजेशन का मतलब क्या होता है, वी थ्रो आउट द अनवांटेड फूड आउट. So amoeba is not also having any kind of particular organ that is going to throw the food, undigested food out. So what it does, यह किसी भी शरीर से अपना unwanted food particle बाहर छोड़ देता है. So again all the 5 steps are been involved here in amoeba, like how it happens in the human beings, like ingestion, खाना लेना, डाइजेशन, डाइजेस्टिव एंजाइम से न्यूट्रिएंट्स ब्रेक होते हैं, एब्जॉर्प्शन, इट इज स्प्रेडिंग थ्रू आउट द अमीबा, ओके, देन एसिमिलेशन, एसिमिलेशन से क्या होता है, अमीबा ज़्यादा ग्रो होता है, एंड लास्ट इज इजेशन, अनवांटेड फूड पार्टिकल्स आर बीन थ्रोन आउट. Now we shall see about nutrition in human beings. Nutrition in human beings involves again all those 5 processes that we have seen in the nutrition in amoeba. Children, in nutrition in amoeba, we have not seen any such organs involved in the digestion of the food in amoeba, because it is a single cell. It is not having any organ system like what do we have. So, here in the nutrition in human beings, we are going to study about the organ system, digestive system, that what organs are been involved in the digestion process, and those 5 processes, that is ingestion, digestion, assimilation, absorption and egestion, which organ is specifically doing that process. Okay. So, let us begin. First, nutrition in human beings. Let me tell you what are the organs involved in the nutrition in human beings. First is our mouth, then esophagus, that we call it as food pipe, then stomach, small intestine, large intestine. Other than these main organs, we are having 2 more organs involved in that, which are going to release their some of the glands, that is liver and one is pancreas. So, let us begin human nutrition in the human beings. So, here we go. First is the process that always we see, that is ingestion. Ingestion is again nothing else but taking of the food. So, where do we take the food? We are taking the food in the mouth, isn't it? Now, when we are talking about the mouth, you can just see in your mouth what are the other like organs present in the mouth. You know very well, that is tongue, teeth, and one more liquid part is involved, that is saliva. Imagine if there is no teeth in our body, we will be able to talk? We will be able to like chew the food? No. Then tongue. What is tongue doing? Tongue is the muscular structure which is allowing the movement of the food in our mouth, and also it gives us the exact taste that we eat, because it is having the taste buds that is present on the tongue, like sweet, sour, bitter, isn't it? Then we are having the saliva. Saliva is the liquid which is present in our mouth. It is also produced in the glands, isn't it? Now, what is the main role of all these 3 things like teeth, tongue, saliva that are helping the food? Actually, here in the mouth, the partially food get digested. Okay. So, teeth, you know very well, teeth is helping in chewing of the food, grinding of the food, cutting of the food. You have learned the 4 types of teeth, that is incisors, canines, premolars and molars. What are their function? You have already learnt in your previous classes, isn't it? So, teeth is going to break the complex food material into smaller and help in digestion. Okay. Then tongue, as usual, it is going to help in tasting of the food. Then the main role comes is saliva. Saliva is the main part in the mouth which help in the partial digestion of the food here. So, saliva is having the special enzyme called as salivary amylase. So, what is the salivary amylase doing? It is digesting the starch into sugars. The starch is nothing else but the carbohydrates that is getting converted into sugar over here. Okay. So, here partially digestion begins. So, here we say that whenever we eat the food get digested. No, mouth is not the organ that is going to digest the food. We are going to still learn further like which part is going to digest the food completely. Okay. The next comes the digestion. The digestion begins as usual in the mouth. Now, the second organ that is involved after the food gets broken down into the smaller particles, it converts into bolus. Then where does the bolus goes? Then exactly it goes to the muscular pipe that is called as esophagus or the food pipe, that is allowing the food to enter from mouth to the stomach. It is a pipe. So, it is made up of muscles. which helps in contraction and relaxation of the food when food is entering inside it. Okay, then the movement that is taking the food from the mouth to the stomach, it is called as peristaltic movement. So sometimes it has been asked in the examination, what do you mean by peristaltic movement? Okay, you can say it is helping the food, or the food esophagus is allowing the food to move from the pipe to the stomach. That movement is called as a peristaltic movement. Then let's go to the next organ, that is stomach. We say food gets digested in the stomach. No, food will not get digested in the stomach. Here food again gets partially digested. So how does the food gets partially digested? Let's see now. In the stomach, actually it is like a bag which stores the food for the 3 to 4 hours. Okay, it is like a grinder machine in our body which helps again the small particles that have been broken down, again it helps in breaking down into again smaller particles. Now stomach is releasing gastric juice with the 3 glands that is present on it. Okay, the stomach is having 3 glands which is releasing the gastric juice. So what is this gastric juice involved? What is it is having in it? Let's see. So in the gastric juice, it is having hydrochloric acid which has been released from the walls of the stomach. It is having the Pepsi. It is not Pepsi, but it is pepsin. Okay. Then we are having mucus. Now what is the role of these 3 juices that is present in the stomach? Let's see their function. First thing, hydrochloric acid. So here the symbol or the formula for the hydrochloric acid is HCl. Okay. Now hydrochloric acid is making the gastric juice acidic. Hydrochloric acid itself is an acid, so the juice is getting acidic. Okay. Then the second function of the hydrochloric acid here is it kills the germs or the bacteria that are present in the food. जो भी हम खाना खाते हैं ऑब्वियसली थोड़े ना थोड़े जर्म्स एंटर हो जाते हैं, तो HCl का काम क्या होता है वहाँ पे? बैक्टीरियाज को किल करना. ओके. देन सेकेंड इज पेप्सिन. सो व्हाट इज पेप्सिन डूइंग? You know very well the food that you are eating has the nutrients. You have studied about them, that is carbohydrates, proteins, fats. Okay. Now the pepsin is trying to break down the proteins into the smaller particles. So pepsin itself is an enzyme which will work on the protein and tries to break the protein into smaller particles. And one more children, pepsin is active only when the hydrochloric acid has been released in the stomach, because as the hydrochloric is released in the stomach, at that moment only the pepsin will become active and it will start acting on the protein, which will try to break them into smaller process. So in what way again the protein is breaking down into the smaller particles, we will see again later. Then comes mucus. What is the role of the mucus? Mucus is like, now whatever the hydrochloric acid has been released in the stomach, it releases acid. So mucus is trying to protect the stomach from this hydrochloric acid. It is acting like a base, we can say, which will act on the hydrochloric acid that has been released during the digestion or during the when the food is entering into our stomach. One more thing, other than this role, stomach keeps the food for 3 to 4 hours in it. Okay. After when all the gastric juice will start acting on the food, then start breaking into the smaller particles, then later on the next step comes. Let's see after this how and when what will happen to the food. After the food remains into 3 to 4 hours in the stomach, then it enters to the main organ, that is small intestine. So small intestine is the main part in the digestive system where the complete digestion takes place. So एक जर्नी होती है from mouth till the small intestine. माउथ में थोड़ा पार्शियल डाइजेशन हो जाता है, स्टमक में थोड़ा पार्शियल डाइजेशन होता है, फिर कंप्लीट डाइजेशन कहाँ होता है? कंप्लीट डाइजेशन होता है स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन में. ओके. Along with the small intestine, there are two more organs involved. So what are those two organs involved, or the glands that are been involved with the small intestine are, one is liver and one is pancreas. So how is liver helping in the digestion? Let's see. So liver is producing the juice called as bile juice, which has been stored in the gallbladder. Okay. So this juice is alkaline. Alkaline means basic in the nature, and it also produces some salts. So how is this alkaline and the salts are helping the food? Let's see. So what is the function of the bile juice here? It makes the acidic food alkaline. जो भी स्टमक के तौर से जो एसिडिक फूड आता है उसको अल्कलाइन करते हैं, मतलब बेस में डाल के उसको न्यूट्रल कर देते हैं. देन कम्स सॉल्ट. सॉल्ट्स विल ट्राई टू ब्रेक द फैट्स इनटू ग्लोब्यूल्स. जो फैट्स खाने में प्रेजेंट रहते हैं उसको ब्रेक डाउन होके ग्लोब्यूल्स में फॉर्म होते हैं. ओके. देन व्हाट अबाउट पैनक्रियास? So here pancreas is also releasing the pancreatic juice, as we have seen how the stomach will release the gastric juice. The same way pancreas are releasing the pancreatic juice. So again in this juice there are special glands present. तो क्या करते हैं? एंजाइम्स भी होते हैं. क्या प्रोड्यूस करते हैं pancreatic juice? Let's see. So here in the pancreatic juice it is releasing the pancreatic amylase. Okay. Then it is releasing trypsin and also it is releasing lipase. तो इनका function क्या होता है? What is the function of this juice present in the pancreas? So where they are going to be released? They are going to be released in the small intestine itself. Okay? यहाँ पे pancreatic juice जो है और the amylase जो है वो starch को convert करता है. So it will start breaking the starch into the smaller particles. Then trypsin. Trypsin will try to digest the proteins here. प्रोटीन्स को फिर से स्मॉलर पार्टिकल्स में डेवलप करके यहाँ पे डाइजेस्ट करना शुरू कर देता है. देन लाइपेज. लाइपेज इज ट्राइंग टू एक्ट ऑन द फैट्स. इट विल इमल्सिफाई द फैट्स. ओके. तो यहाँ पे क्या होता है? लिवर एंड पैनक्रियाज विच आर बीन रिलीजिंग द जूस और द एंजाइम्स in the intestine, it will try to act on the food and break again the nutrients into the smaller and smaller particles. So like small intestine also will release the intestinal juice. So those intestinal juice will try to act on the main three nutrients, that is carbohydrates, proteins and the fats. So what is carbohydrates breaking down into, या प्रोटीन्स कौन से फॉर्म में रिलीज होता है, या फिर फैट्स कहाँ पे और कैसे ब्रेक होता है? सो कार्बोहाइड्रेट इज ब्रेकिंग डाउन इनटू ग्लूकोज. ओके. जो कार्बोहाइड्रेट सब मेजर न्यूट्रिएंट जो खाते हैं राइस में वगैरह रहता है वो कहाँ पे और कैसे कन्वर्ट होता है? ग्लूकोज में कन्वर्ट होता है. देन प्रोटीन्स. प्रोटीन इज ब्रेकिंग डाउन इनटू एमिनो एसिड्स. फैट्स are again getting broken down into fatty acids and glycerol. These which are been broken down into the smaller particles, that is glucose, amino acids, fatty acids or glycerol, these are now soluble in the water. Then the main process come. How? Or these nutrients are been getting absorbed by the blood or the cells in our body. We'll see. Now all the nutrients are broken down into the smaller particles. Now after that, where do they go? So small intestine is trying to absorb those nutrients. How it is going to try to absorb the nutrients? Here we can see the small intestine are having a minute finger like projections present on the wall of the intestine. They are called as villi. Villi will try to absorb all the nutrients which are broken down into the smaller particles and tries to move in our blood. So these small intestine are also attached with the blood capillaries. Okay. So whatever the nutrients are there, जो भी nutrients है वो इस villi through absorb होकर कहाँ जाएंगे? हमारे blood में जाएंगे. Okay. So here exactly the digestion takes place, completed. तो nutrition एक बार absorb हो चुके हैं. Then उसके बाद में क्या होता है? What will happen that? Then comes the process that is assimilation. सो एसिमिलेशन में क्या होता है, जो भी न्यूट्रिएंट्स एब्जॉर्ब्ड हो चुके हैं वो हमारे सेल्स में जाकर बसते हैं. दे विल स्टार्ट एंटरिंग इन अवर सेल्स, ट्राई टू प्रोड्यूस द एनर्जी फॉर आवर बॉडी टू फंक्शन. सो हियर फूड इज यूज्ड बाय द बॉडी सेल्स फॉर ऑब्टेनिंग और इजेशन. तो अभी जो भी एनर्जी है वो कहाँ पे, सेल्स में प्रोड्यूस हो जाता है. नाउ दिस इज what everything that we have learnt about the food. Now what about the water that is present in the food? So large intestine जो है, that is the large part or the main part that is present in the digestive system, where along with the food that is remained, that is unwanted food that is remained in our digestive system, from there the water has been absorbed. So water has been also absorbed by the process of or the finger like projection that is called as villi. Then जो remaining food होता है, okay, that is unwanted food, जो toxics के साथ में भरा होता है, वो food कहाँ जाता है? So that food has to be ejected out, that is called as ejection process जो हम देखते हैं. So that unwanted food which is not having any nutrients present in them, that has to be thrown out of our body. Okay, so here your main nutrition in human beings is getting over. I hope you like the video. Try to like it, share as much as possible, and do not forget to subscribe our Edu Mast. Till then, have a great day.